Good morning, everyone. I am Stephanie Kasuyon, and I am here to discuss the meaning of the article entitled "Do Muslim Women Really Need Saving?" The key points about this article investigates the morals of the current battle on the terrorism, finding out if human sciences, discipline dedicated to comprehension and managing social contrast, can give us basic by on the defenses made for American mediation in Afghanistan as far as freeing or saving Afghan ladies. That they take the gender of the risk of refining society, obvious in the propensities to motor slick social symbols like the Muslim lady over muddled authentic and political elements. Then at the point, calling consideration to the resonance of contemporary talks on uniformity, opportunity, and the privileges with prior frontier and evangelist manner of speaking on Muslim ladies. It contend that they need to create, all things considered, a genuine Hinduism for contrast among ladies on the planet as a result of a various chronicles, articulations of various condition and appearance of diversely organized craving.
A pleasant morning, everyone. I am Micah Jane Niginto and I am to discuss one of the highlights of Lila Abulugud article, Do Muslim Women Really Need Saving? Anthropological reflection on cultural relativism and its others is cultural explanation and mobilization of women. In other words, the question is why knowing about the culture of the region, and particularly its religious beliefs and treatment of women, was more urgent than exploring the history of the development of repressive regimes in the region and the U.S. role in this history. Such cultural framing, it seems to be prevented the serious exploration of the roots and nature of human suffering in this part of the world. Instead of political and historical explanation, experts were being asked to give religion cultural ones. Instead of questions that might lead the exploration of global interconnections, we offered ones that work to artificially divide the world into separate spheres, recreating an imaginative geography of West versus East, us versus Muslims, culture in which First Lady gives speeches versus other where women shuffled around silently in burqas. Most pressing for me was why the Muslim woman in general and the Afghan woman in particular were so crucial to the cultural mode of explanation, which ignore the complex entanglements in which we are all implemented and sometimes surprisingly alignments.
Good morning, teacher. Good morning, classmates. So today I'm going to summarize the politics of view. The significant political ethical problem the Burkas raiser is how to deal with different with each act, accepting the positivity implied by the cultural relativism. And when we talk about accepting difference, it's not only implying that we should resign ourselves to being cultural relatives who respect whatever goes on else, whereas just their culture because each tribe know how their main product of history, especially in women. The point is to remind us to be aware of differences, be respectful to others' path towards social change that might give women better lives. And liberation, it is a goal for which all women or people strive. Saba Muhammad once said that desire for freedom and liberation is a historically situated desire whose motivational force cannot be assumed a priority, but needs to be considered in light of other desires, aspirations, and capabilities that inhere culturally, historically subject.
Good morning again, everyone. I am Micah and I am to discuss and summarize the topic beyond rhetoric salvation. How many of you know the capital of Afghanistan? What about its official languages? Religions. How many of you know anything about Afghan women? Okay. Do you know that the capital of Afghanistan is Kabul? Its official language is Indo-European and the religion is Islam. Afghan girl. For others, it was a woman in blue burqa, face obscured. According to Lila Abulugod, she described the reductive imagery around Afghan women. They were silent, shrouded, unable to leave their homes without male accompaniment, meaning they are dependent. Abulugod did deny the oppression faced by women at the hands of the Taliban. Who are the Taliban? The Taliban is the Islamist fundamentalist organization that ruled Afghanistan from 1996 until being topped by the 2001 U.S. invasion. When Taliban board in charge from 1996 to 2001, they barred women and girls from school. After the U.S.-led invasion, top Taliban ruled in late 2001. Female students began attending schools and universities as opportunity blossomed. Women were able to study for careers in business and government, and in professions such as medicine and law. They collapsed Afghan women who encompass a complex mosaic of identities, ages, ethnicities, classes, and religious background into single voiceless image, with a single set of desires, which in turn made it seem like only solution for them was to be saved from their own society by Western forces. First, Afghan women never need saving before Western forces arrive. Women had no rights or voice. The Taliban regime didn't last long. Second, the invasion did not save Afghan women. The United States and its NATO allies funneled billions of dollars into Afghanistan, some of which was used to construct schools and hospitals. Lastly, the US will not save Afghan women, but this does not mean that US government and its allies have no responsibility to them. That's all. Thank you.